Yes guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson Football Channel. It's Saturday morning. I have got the energy this weekend and I'm not going to lie to you. I've had some brilliant energy and feeling inside my body ever since Chelsea dismantled Aston Villa at Villa Park on Wednesday night. If you're going to enjoy this weekend as much as I am, hit the like button on this video, subscribe to GBFC if you are new around here. And the great news is on this fine Saturday, this is not the only video that you're receiving today. I've got a Palace preview going out for you guys later, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. Enjoy the Premier League weekend, and then we've got our match on Monday night. Chelsea will officially go unbeaten this entire week. I'm delighted about it. Today we've got a few stories to talk to you guys about, including the new ENDRICK from Palmeiras. We're talking about 18-year-old Brazilians. You thought it was done because the January transfer window was over. It's not. That's all I'm giving you for now. Wait till the end of the video. We're also going to shove Barcelona under the bus today, which I don't know about you lot. Ever since I threw a TV remote at my grandfather's TV screen in 2009, I think it was. Usually I put this to the back of my memory. But I hate Barcelona, and I love reveling in their downfall. But we begin today with Pochettino's comments here on Thiago Silva. All the players are in the same position as him. We always assess and then we take the decision. He is not different from the others. I don't look at the passport or the age of the player. Look, as much as I love Thiago Silva, I've said it a lot this week, that Disasi-Badiashile partnership was fantastic. And unfortunately for Chelsea, and we've got to talk about this today, the injury crisis at this club, the list is getting smaller. You know that page that they have on the website where it's like, basically, what we know about is that players are always under assessment. Players spend just as much time under assessment as they do injured at Chelsea. So it's as if we don't have a medical team to identify the problems. We'll talk about that in a second. But Thiago Silva, specifically here, you can weigh it up as much as you like. From a footballing sense, we played better football without Silva in the team when it came to the compact nature of defending. Also, his wife's comments. I do certainly think that there was a mixture of both elements there from Pochettino's decision, and then fortunately for Chelsea, it's become less about Bell Silva's comments and more about the positive football that we played. So now if we don't see Thiago Silva in the team, I think it's for footballing reasons, which is great. Credit to Pochettino for doing that, but we'll see what his lineup is for this game because Benoit Badiashile has a groin injury. So Badiashile is out again, and according to the Chelsea website, where in alignment with the press conference that Pochettino does before our weekend matches, we get injury updates on Chelsea players. Now, this whole under-assessment thing, it's a bit odd to me. How can a player, after 4 days from a match, still be being assessed? What is it about these injuries that requires 72, 96-hour assessments before we're aware of what the injury is? This, to me, is quite alarming. When, I think it was Alaba, when he got injured at Real Madrid, within 2 hours, they knew exactly what it was. There was, the opportunity for surgery or whatever. Why are other clubs so quick at identifying what the injury to their players are? Chelsea players are always out for such a long period of time. And according to the information that becomes public knowledge, the club don't even know what the injury is. So for me, this is a problem. It's a real problem. And when you look at all of the injuries we've had all season, we bring into things now Romeo Lavia, because Pochettino was asked about Lavia in his press conference, which I'm glad about because it's kind of one of those where we signed this incredible young footballer and he's just played 32 minutes for us all season. Could Romeo Lavia return from injury for the Carabao Cup final? Pochettino says impossible. I don't know what's happened with this bloke, to be honest. He's become like that elusive man that everybody knows is there, but it's like, where's Lavia? It's become a bit like, where's Wally? But it's, where's Romeo? Where's Lavia? I don't get it. I really don't. Obviously, we wish him all the best. I firmly believe he doesn't want to just be like chilling at home on his PlayStation or chilling at the sidelines in a fluffy coat. I'm sure he would love to be out there kicking ball for Chelsea Football Club. And the more that Caicedo and Enzo figure out this little partnership, the harder it's going to be for Romeo Lavia to break in to this Chelsea team. And if Gallagher keeps adding goals to his game, then we know that Pochettino loves him too. So for Lavia, this has been a nightmare. And as much as I kind of say it with like a light-hearted, jokey tone behind it, it's not a joke, you know. The player is obviously suffering He's injured. He wants to be out there playing football. He's young. But there's so many questions here that absolutely need to be asked about the Chelsea medical staff. When I made that video about the hierarchy of issues at Chelsea, and I was trying to order them as much as there is not one thing that's massive and the other is just small, this injury medical issue, it runs pretty deep. And I think the fact that it takes so long for us to identify the players' injuries, being under assessment for multiple days at a time, we need to be able to figure out what it is and start the rehabilitation, or if it's surgery that's needed for certain, whatever it may be, we've got to start figuring this out. And if we're going to make stuff public knowledge, don't keep using the word assessment if you know what it is. Do you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Light story here. It's positive. Ian Matson completes his second assist in 5 Bundesliga games since he joined Borussia Dortmund in January. 35 million release clause into his contract at Chelsea. Look, to me, it's not a surprise. A lot of us knew that Ian Matson is a top quality footballer. He played at Borussia Dortmund as a left back, not as a left winger, as Pochettino kind of saw him earlier this season. He's a left back. Dortmund aren't conceding goals, and he's getting assists. Have Chelsea missed something here? Is it a Pochettino problem? But Ian Matson is doing well. Let's move into clarifying some more information here as we go into the Barcelona segment of this video, because Frenkie De Jong, he's leaving again. This guy has been a pawn at Barcelona for all of their financial issues. First things first, though. Sources close to Enzo Fernandez deny the rumours about his desire to leave Chelsea. On the contrary, he wants to stay at CFC and become a legend of the club. Now, after that brilliant celebration that we saw against Aston Villa, that a lot of other football fans have scrutinised, as Chelsea fans revel in this, because it means that Chelsea are pissing people off again for all of our right reasons. Enzo held his shirt with a number 8 on it. Iconic Lionel Messi celebration from when he was at Barcelona. And Enzo Fernandez, basically, in the process of doing that, without speaking a word of English there, has said, I'm not going anywhere. So when there is rumours that he's offered himself to Barcelona, this is firmly because Barcelona are trying to instigate some transfer activity here. And they're not going to be buying Enzo Fernandez. Let's be honest, because Barcelona have to pay 23 million euros in fines. Come on, for incorrectly taxing the fees of players' agents between 2012 and 2015. Something smells a bit fishy here. Smell a bit of bullshit, Barcelona. You guys just don't know how to operate properly as a football club, do you? And I mean, I say that through gritted teeth and a wry smile, because we've questioned the way that Chelsea are being ran many times recently. But it's nice to see another club that I actually don't like in the mud. So, as a result of all of this, Barcelona will need to raise some money. As we know, Barcelona in recent years, they've been activating economic levers at their club to raise funds, to be able to continue operating, to not basically go under fair play regulations and still be a competitive side. So now, Sport, which is an outlet which is basically Barcelona propaganda, are saying that Chelsea, let me just clear my throat for this one, Chelsea would be willing to pay close to 100 million euros for Frenkie De Jong, a fee which would satisfy the demands, of course it would, mate, of Barcelona, who are open to a sale. Two different ways to look at this here. Frenkie De Jong is a really good footballer. However, Chelsea shouldn't be in the market right now for another 100 million euro central midfielder, because we've got Enzo, we've got Caicedo, hopefully we keep Conor Gallagher, and that man Romeo Lavia is still at the club. So what we're trying to do here, Barcelona, is we're trying to rally up some fake news, I think, to try and get Barcelona this money that they're going to need to pay in fines. 100 million for Frenkie De Jong. And you've got other publications saying that Enzo wants to leave Chelsea. He's offering himself to Barcelona. I definitely see a world here where Barcelona genuinely believe that they can somehow create this information to get Chelsea interested in Frenkie De Jong again. And then as a result of that, Enzo's like, well, I don't want to be competing with Frenkie De Jong. And he goes, no, this is all nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. But Frenkie De Jong is a player that Chelsea have been linked with in the past. He was, I don't know if he was actually ever close to joining Chelsea a couple of years ago. But there's always been, Frenkie De Jong is the pawn at Barcelona. That's what I said a moment ago. Whenever there's a financial issue, Frenkie De Jong never really wants to leave, but he might have to leave because he's a valuable player in the squad. with global interest across Europe from other clubs because he's a great player. So I think at this point in time, we're not reading into any of this Frenkie De Jong to Chelsea news right now in February. And it's all coming about because Barcelona need to raise money again because they've broken more rules. We're going to end that story there and move into an 18-year-old Brazilian again. Here we go. Chelsea have joined the race for 18-year-old Palmeiras forward Talis. He's 18. Labelled the new ENDRICK, who could cost up to 40 million. Let's talk about this, shall we? Strikers, okay? This guy might well be the new ENDRICK. This guy might well be the new Ronaldo, Cristiano, R9. He could be everything. He could be the best player in the world. He might be. You never know. One day. Talis, ladies and gentlemen, is not the answer to Chelsea's striker issues right now. If we go and do this, it has to be on the premise that we buy a ready-made elite striker. How many times? If you can count and make a compilation of me saying Chelsea need an elite striker, if you're bored this weekend and you want to make a compilation of me saying that, I'll post it. I am so tired of seeing us linked to 18-year-olds, but it is exciting. Don't get me wrong, it's exciting when we read the new ENDRICK. Oh, the mind goes wild, doesn't it? But yeah, Chelsea want another young Brazilian, and I just want to see a lot more, first of all, about Chelsea buying that top striker. Because at the moment when there's optimism again after that Villa performance, I don't want to see so many stories that remind me of the fact that the recruitment hasn't been prioritised as of yet at this club. They've been brilliant signings so far, but it's all of these additional ones for this like multi-club young, we're going to send him to Strasbourg model, the struggles. That's why Chelsea are where they are, because we've not prioritised the funds that we're spending on the team now. So Talis, he could be the guy. He could be the one, ladies and gentlemen. I'm putting it out there now. If you're Brazilian or you've studied this bloke, let me know in the comments down below what I'm missing. But all I see at the moment is 18 Brazilian Palmeiras, 40 million. And I'm like, scared. Bit nervous. Not going to lie. Let me know if you enjoyed this video by smacking a like on it. Subscribe to this channel if you are new and haven't already done so. And I will catch you later for my Palace preview. I'm in a great mood today. Have a good one.